Okay, so we're going to try this way because apparently Evan is a little bit technologically illiterate, but you know what? That's okay. So I'm just going to kind of run through this more or less like I was teaching. I'll read everything in French, but I'm going to give y'all, English translations because I'm sure I'm probably the only person in the class that speaks French. So, let me just give you a little bit of background on the lesson. So Bastille Day is the French's like national holiday, like July 4th here. Um, and we're going to learn a little bit about the history of it and what kind of celebrations that they do today. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, is this gonna? There we go. So, en 1789, la France est une monarchie. So in 1789, France is a monarchy. We have a quiz question. So, qui est le leader d'une monarchie? So, who's the leader of a monarchy? Un parlement, so a parliament. Un président, president. Un roi, a king. So we know un roi, it's a king. Okay, le roi de France s'appelle Louis XVI. So the French king is named Louis XVI. La reine de France s'appelle Marie-Antoinette. So the queen of France is named Marie Antoinette. Marie-Antoinette est d'Autriche. Elle s'appelle l'Autrichienne. So she's from Austria, and the French people called her l'Autrichienne, which means the Austrian woman. Louis et Marie-Antoinette sont riches, très riches. So they are very, very rich. Les Français sont furieux, ils sont très pauvres. So all the French people are mad because Louis and Marie Antoinette are spending all the money and all the taxes that the French people are paying to them, and they're not getting anything in return for it. So they're mad at the royalty, and they're like, we need a change. Le 14 juillet 1789, les Français attaquent la Bastille. So on July 14th, 1789, the date of Bastille Day, les Français attaquent la Bastille. So the French people attack the Bastille. La Bastille est une prison politique. So it's a political prison. Et les personnes qui critiquent les rois sont emprisonnées dans la Bastille. The people who criticize the kings, are like the kings and queens, royalty, are imprisoned in the Bastille. So it's a very symbolic attack. Les hommes attaquent la Bastille. The men attack the Bastille, while les femmes vont à Versailles. So the women go to Versailles. And the reason that they go to Versailles is so that they can go arrest the king and queen. Because Versailles est le palais des rois. That's where the kings and queens live. So, next thing. Nope. Oh, there we go. Yep, perfect. So this is a virtual reality of the Hall of Mirrors in the Palace of Versailles. So I wanted to include it, to give students kind of a sense of the opulence and the luxury that the king and queen were living in, during the time. So, everything's covered in gold. There's all these crystal chandeliers. The mirrors are like absolutely enormous. Just to really give a sense of like how different the lives of the king and queen were from, just the regular people. All right, let's continue. There we go. So, les rois sont prisonniers jusqu'en 1793. So the king and queen are prisoners until 1793. Le roi Louis XVI est exécuté le 21 janvier 1793. So Louis XVI is executed January 21st, 1793. And Marie-Antoinette est exécutée le 16 octobre 1793. She's executed October 16th of that same year. And these public executions, especially of the king and queen, were very, very well attended by the French public. Back in the day, in Europe, all the executions were public. And this one was very well attended from both the monarchs. All right, so I have just a question, for students to answer. And I usually do stuff like this, to kind of let them practice their grammar and, so I can see that they can put together a coherent thought in French. Always a good skill to have. So it says, si tu étais une paysan ou une paysanne en France en 1789, est-ce que tu soutiendrais la révolution? Pourquoi? Et si tu étais la roi ou la reine? So that's asking, if you were a peasant in France in 1789, would you support the revolution and why? And then a follow-up question is, what if you were the king or the queen? Would you support it? So I'll let students have, some time to write that down there. And then we continue on with the presentation. So, le jour de la Bastille est la fête nationale en France. So, Bastille Day is, the national holiday. I have a video here, and it's completely in French, so I won't play it. It's like three minutes long or so. But basic synopsis is, how French people celebrate Bastille Day today. And it goes through some of the, things that you can find in Paris during Bastille Day. And, different French people, just regular French citizens, will, talk about what they do for Bastille Day, what they like about it, and, some of the changes that they've kind of seen over the years. So I think it's really cool, just to give students some, authentic media exposure. And I have a quick little one-question quiz after the video. So it says, d'après la vidéo, qu'est-ce qui ne se trouve pas à Paris pendant le jour de la Bastille? So according to the video, what do you not find in Paris during Bastille Day? So un défilé militaire, a military parade, des vendeurs de nourriture, food vendors, un concert avec de la musique classique, classical music concert, et des feux artificiels, fireworks. So the correct answer there is going to be B. The video does not talk about food vendors in Paris. Now I have another open-ended question for the students to answer. And I ask, est-ce que vous voyez des similarités entre le 4 juillet aux États-Unis et le 14 juillet en France? Et lesquelles? So this is just asking, what similarities do you see between July 4th in the United States and then July 14th in France? And then I ask them, to explain which differences that they see. And then just to kind of round things out, I have a fun little matching game. So we have La Monarchie, Louis XVI, La Guillotine, Marie-Antoinette, Le Drapeau Français, Le Palais de Versailles, L'Arc de Triomphe, et La Bastille. Perfect. Okay, and then I just included the standards at the end, just for people to, for teachers to have, just in case. Okay, that is everything. I hope y'all enjoyed the lesson, and, let me know if you have any questions about it. Thanks. Bye-bye.